Oh, come on. My rocket shouldn't wipe that whole damn shit! Where'd he come from? Fucking pyros.
Do you require medical assistance?
Shit, Key, where'd you even come from?
Post. No one ever knows where Keyframe comes from. She just does.
Hey, everyone.
My, Goldie. Aren't you dressed to impress?
Oh, hi, Key. Damn it!
Well, if you two are just gonna start making out, then I'm gonna leave.
The fire of friendship lives in our hearts. As long as it burns, we cannot drift apart. Hey, EVERYPONY. Happy housewarming.
Anyways, I should get something more appropriate on. I wasn't expecting you guys to show up this early.
Hi! Happy holidays, EVERYPONY.
Hey, guys. So, how's EVERYPONY been?
I was this close to beating Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Damn it!
He's just mad I was able to beat it faster than him.
Says the one with the game genie.
Whew, now that's better. So how are you Well, clearly one of us has to change.
But I was wearing it first. You change. Fine. Pardon me, sweetie. I'm gonna go slip into something more comfortable.
Anyway, man, I can't believe the year's almost over already. It's been quite a ride.
It sure was, Sweetie Bloom. Season 4 was definitely a blast. It was a roller coaster full of development, emotion, fun, and music in terms of songs. It was a journey full of ups and downs, yet it was still a strong season. And the projects from us analysts in the fandom were certainly a treat for EVERYPONY. So, what's your favorite moments of Season 4, guys?
The moment
so
in
then
Princess
honestly,
Twilight's
one of my
Sparkle when
favorite
Rainbow
parts
Dash
was the
responds
short
to
and
Rarity
everything
that
with,
being a
like,
princess
pew, pew,
isn't
pew,
The
and all
idea
the
of
stuff
Pure
with
Dog
Pinkie.
picking him up
This
and
line
he was
dares
like,
to stem away from the
Pinkie
princess
Pride was
stereotype that's been
perfect choice, and
advertised on
Pinkie was
TV
the
for
only
decades,
And then
especially when the show is
I
based on a
was
girl's
just
project.
It was a match made
And
in
it's nice to
heaven.
see that the show was
So
aware
yeah.
of how the standard skills
Shift
change
one of us, you got
the
two
whole
favorite moments.
episode.
Fourth, much
I know
the
it's
same
cheating, but there
but
just
one
wasn't a
testing,
dull
testing,
moment.
one, two,
Guys,
There was like a
guys!
sausage sandwich at the beginning of the
Shut
episode.
up!
Yeah. And then I said, oatmeal? Are you crazy? What? I was hungry that night.
It's okay.
I have one way we can do this. Whoever it lands on can say their moment, okay?
Hey, you don't have to be a dick about it.
As Professor Utonium said in Powerpuff Girls, I made it.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks. Let's get to it.
Remember, guys, there are no winners. Ha-ha! I won in your face! Well, I've actually got two favorite moments for much the same reason. One from Testing 1, 2, 3, where Twilight tries to convince Rainbow Dash that she's smarter than she thinks, and the ending of Equestria Games. Both of these moments achieve pretty much the same thing for me. Not only do they unleash the feels factor, but they also seem to have a similar theme that you not only don't see much in children's media, but not even in most media at all. Or at least it's not covered realistically or very well. The issue of not being able to see your self-worth. I identify with this very heartily, as I'm sure many of you guys do. I myself get discouraged about my intelligence and letting people down, and oftentimes people will try to encourage me with words, and it may help for a little bit, but in the end, the thing that matters most is being able to prove it to yourself, because as much as they try, the testimony of your friends and loved ones can only go so far. Others might believe in you, but you can't achieve greatness until you begin to believe in yourself. I'm still working on that, but at least MLP gives kids a chance to get a head start in tackling the problem.
My turn. One of my favorite episodes from this season was Inspiration Manifestation. Not only is it one of the best Spike episodes ever, it contained two of my favorite elements, dark magic and...
Let me guess. Shipping?
The shipping aspect is in the eye of the beholder, but yes, I felt the shipping was strong with this one. Spike's desire to help Rarity at the risk of his relationship with her was what made this episode shine. The dark magic was a nice touch, especially because of the way it took over, and the way it was broken. Guess who my absolute favorite part of the episode was? Alicious, that's who—
No, we are not making that joke. The show does it more than enough.
I declare the fight at the pillows!
I haven't had this much fun since watching the Day of the Doctor review. Puzzle, you were saying?
Puzzle? What is this? It was in your pillow.
It helps me sleep?
Isn't that Sweetie Blue?
No, it's, Sunflower. You know, that Pegasus from Wonderbolt's Academy.
Then why does it have Sweetie's cutie mark?
Factory error. Anyway, Aloysius took on the role of the voice of the audience, and subsequently, Spike's conscience. This was one episode that made me smile the most.
You had to take inspiration manifestation, right, Fuzzy? Well, you're lucky that there's an episode I love almost as much as it. Pinkie Apple...
We all know what happens when that episode is mentioned.
What? I was just gonna say...
Oh no!
Pinkie...
Oh gods, here we go.
Apple...
Oh, yeah.
Pie.
We're apples forever, apples together, we're family but so much more. No matter what comes, we will face the weather, we're apples to the core.
Weirdos. Anyway... It's probably one of my favorite slice of life episodes from the show, and not only did it provide a great song, it gave us an interesting idea into two characters' ambiguously connected lineage, and the declaration of the existence of an internet-originated monster that is known to kill multiple children and stuff their organs in little baggies like goldfish crackers and Cheerios. Oh, and the Dusty Cat reference.
Does anyone else notice that the wheel seems to favor ships?
Yeah, where did you get this from anyway?
What?
The moment in Princess Twilight Sparkle when Rainbow Dash responds to Rarity that being a princess isn't always every pony's dream. This line dares to stem away from the princess stereotype that's been advertised on TV for decades, especially when the show is based on a girl's product. And it's nice to see that the show is aware of how the standard still changes.
Okay, my turn. Let's see. My favorite moment out of Season 4 was the dream sequence in Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils. This is personally my favorite episode from Dave Polsky. Honestly, the narrative in this episode was brilliantly creative. Especially when Princess Luna takes Sweetie Belle through her dreams in a beautiful, visual style of awesomeness. Not to mention, it fantastically references A Christmas Carol as they travel between the past, present, and future. And we also get another episode featuring our awesome Princess of the Night! I always wanted to do that. Okay, Postscript, looks like you're up.
Honestly, there's a lot from this past year I could talk about, really. But I think one of the biggest surprises this year was the second Equestria Girls that was released this past fall. Rainbow Rocks had tons of great content in it for fans, new and old. But the biggest surprise? That had to go to such a shimmer and how she was written on her next leg of her character arc during the movie. It was a nice change seeing a character not only suffering with rising above a less than perfect past, but learning a new role in the world around her.
Okay, so that was our own personal favorite moments from Season 4. Let's discuss our favorite moments from two episodes we all enjoyed from this year, Pinkie Pride and Twilight's Kingdom. Let's start with Pinkie Pride first. And I'll go first this time. This was one of my all-time favorite MLP episodes in the entire series, especially with Weird Al Yankovic as Chief Sandwich. My favorite moment was when Cheese was inspired by Pinkie when they were young, and in the end they decided to work together. That was really sweet. And the ships have sailed from that moment.
That was definitely something, though I think the most memorable part was the goof-off. And yes, Twilight really does have a book for anything. The many Western references were hard for me to miss with my family history. I guess that's why I was laughing so damn hard at the opening of the scene.
My favorite part of Pinkie Pride was...
Oh, I don't know, the cheese pie ship.
Actually, no.
Audible gasp.
My favorite part was Pinkie's Lament. This song, while heartbreaking, also contains one of the most heartwarming moments I've ever seen in MLP. Pinkie did let herself fall into a depression during that song, something very easy to do. However, Pinkie did something that made me like her character even more. She pulled herself right back out of it. Cheering up your friends is one thing, but cheering yourself up is a very difficult task.
Well, ironically, one of my favorite parts was the shipping. I loved the idea of Weird Al Yankovic and MLP, and putting him opposite Pinkie Pie was a perfect choice, and really the only option. They bounced off each other perfectly. It was a match made in heaven. So yeah, I ship them.
the whole episode. I know it's cheating, but there just wasn't a dull moment. From the second I saw Cheese Sandwich at the beginning of the episode, I was excited through the whole run.
Okay, let me just state this in the most sensible way I possibly can. I love this episode! Everything was just beautiful. Wonderful visuals, fantastic songs, and one of the best celebrity roles ever done in a cartoon. Which is my favorite thing about Pinkie Pride. Cheese. Personally, he has a better celebrity casting than Mr. Delancey. Come at me, KP. The characters of Cheese is not just Weird Al Pony. He's his own character, and it's one of the biggest examples of how the rainbow affected others besides the main six, albeit indirectly, because of Pinkie. Also, he wasn't a villain in this episode. Unlike Rainbow Falls, where they had to villainize a character that didn't have any villainous traits, they kept Cheese nice and fun-loving, and never once made him seem like he wanted to hurt any pony. I hope we do see Cheese again soon, and not just because Cheese is friggin' smexy. He can grill my sandwich any day.
Hey, we are getting good at this. I think this real idea worked. Let's look at Twilight's Kingdom. You're first this time, Golden.
My favorite moment from the finale was Discord's hidden arc. It felt a lot more organic compared to the many complaints that many viewers had on Keep Calm and Flutter On, with the last minute reforming. After speculating what Discord has done in Season 4 like Three's a Crowd, it would make sense that he would still use his antics. And at the moment where he gets double-crossed by Tyrek, I was able to see his regrets and sorrow that overcame him. And when handing Scorpan's medallion to Twilight, everything from the historical background of Tyrek to the end of the seasonal arc, to the tree box of the premiere felt so well connected.
Okay, my favorite part of the episode actually has to be, and people are going to hate me, the castle. Shut up! Yes, the castle looks out of place in Ponyville. Yes, it's strange how it just appeared. Yes, it is selling a new toy set. But guess what? I don't care! When you put it aside, it has a good color scheme, it has an intricate design, and we've seen only the exterior and the main hall. We have an entire season to explore the castle with the main six, and most of all, it is showing Twilight's biggest step into becoming a princess. Nay, a royal with a purpose. Cadance gained a purpose when she became Empress of the Crystal Empire and gained her own castle and land to rule. Twilight's duty is more of a service than a regional ruling, but the significance of the symbolism of the castle is still there. Overall, I'm happy for the change of scenery, and I can't wait to see what they'll do with it in Season 5.
I'm a simple soul. All I need to enjoy an episode is epic battles with giant laser beams of death! That is all.
I'd say my favorite part of Twilight's Kingdom was Tyrek himself. I think it was a good idea for them to bring him back from Generation 1. He wasn't the brute force villain I expected. At least not at first. I liked how he employed the use of his silver tongue there at the beginning.
The most memorable and emotionally wrenching moment for me for the finale, though, was the library. You ever stop breathing from watching something in a series? Though, the more I think about it, the more opportunities it seems to be opening up for the writers. By making big changes in the world and environment, we get to see how the citizens and especially the main characters react to them. I am interested in seeing what stories come from it.
This was definitely a spectacular finale for me. It is not only my favorite season finale and my favorite two-parter, it is another favorite episode out of the entire series for me. The character developments of Twilight and Discord were really well done, especially with my favorite moments when Twilight, Discord, and their friends have their first real group hug together in the new castle, and we were reminded of the other characters who gave the keys to the main six throughout Season 4, including Coco Pamel and Cheese Sandwich. I'll go and get us some hot chocolate.
Yeah, Season 4 of Rainbow Rock sure has been one hell of a ride this year. Way more so than the last 3 years of Ponies, I think. Then, of course, there's been awesome fan projects like
NGC's Nightmare Night 2014. Not that I'm biased in any way, click the link to watch it. But, come on everybody, thrill me.
Yo,
Bear and I can dig it. Damn it, sweetie, I wanted to say for once.
How many marshmallows do you want?
2 for me, please.
Rarity? Where? Oh, I'll take a marshmallow.
Sure, I'll have one.
I'll take all of them!
You get to...
I'll take sugar instead.
Hey, we're trying to eat here! But to the topic at hand, my favorite part of the Nightmare Night episode was the scripting. Does that count? Okay, I promise I won't brag anymore, but really, even though I didn't contribute much, I was super honored to be included in this project. It came out super well. I'd like to say my favorite points were things that I took part in, like my VA work or some of the costume ideas, but really what made these special amazing was mostly the comedic genius of Antony C. This was mostly his brainchild. We were all just along for the ride.
You could probably guess what my favorite part of the episode was.
Puzzle. Focus.
Okay. My favorite part was the ending. I find the idea hilarious that bronies might be figments of the CMC's imaginations. And I loved the miniature moment with Dr. Wolf.
My favorite part of Nightmare Night was just the utter insanity of the entire special. It didn't have to be about the show or analysis. It was just these ponies, and Wolf, having a grand old time in a spooky cemetery. And the best part was that we didn't get any slutty Hallow ponies.
It was well edited and animated. The twists were funny. I can't find anything else to say.
This was my favorite fan project of 2014. It was non-stop hilarious shenanigans throughout. This was definitely a good tribute to the Atmosphere board game I got at home. I like the moments when they all get the chance cards and Dr. Wolf said, "What a shock," after he got the Holy Night chance card.
I didn't get the whole board game thing until the very end myself, but I love the costume twist with Silver Quill dressed as Kimmy Sparkle. Talk about eye candy.
Postscript!
Okay. Seriously, though, the different costume ideas were great, like the stud muffin. Like Hartsock said, chicks dig it.
Dutch.
It's getting late, guys. I think I'm gonna hit the hay.
Aw, Cody's a little sleepy stallion.
What's the sleeping arrangements anyway, Post?
Oh, we'll be splitting up between mares and stallions.
Oh, okay. Wait a second!
The quarrels arise, their numbers are few. Laughter and singing will see us through. Will see us through. We are a circle of holy friends. A circle of friends will be together.